One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in the season. Undefeated, 11-0, and without a conference championship next week, this is their last opportunity to make a great impression on voters, on the committee. Everything is on the line today to finish this perfect season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Roadrunners ready to kick it away first. On the return, it's Barres. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
A designed run for the quarterback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Searching for space. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So UTSA's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Well, this quarterback has to be real careful in this one because he's going up against a defense that has tons of ball hawks on the back end. They take the football away. David, we've seen that now time and time again this season. The windows close extra quick against these guys because they have speed and everybody's got ball skills.
Discipline, they make you earn everything. So this QB is going to have to say, okay, I can't make the big play all the time. I got to stay patient. I got to be safe. Interested to see if they can run the football and maybe take some of that pressure off, because when you throw against the secondary, bad things tend to happen.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And it's the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man, it's McCown. Out wide left, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a first down for you.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Straight ahead, it's Henderson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 30. Quick step and go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Throwing, Carr. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well.
Runs through, man. He might have space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play action. Carr throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Young. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Drops back, it's McCown. Right side, it's Henderson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Play action, C.J. Carr. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they turn it into a defensive score.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. on the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
2nd and long here. Send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Danzy. Enough to move the chains. There's a crease. Across midfield. Down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Back to throw. It's McCown. Out wide right. It's Amador. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sees a crease. Turning it on. The 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Play fake, Carr. Got him quickly. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throws for the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And it's the Roadrunners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give is to Williams. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Trying to squeak through the pile.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They boot it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buys time to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
See some running room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
But we know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right side, it's Campbell. At the 35, he's open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to pass, it's McCown. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Roadrunners head coach. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Finds his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. And I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Carr on play action. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Tight end now in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And
looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Short pass. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Got the 1st down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? You get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, at 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets a hand in there.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This game going to be a wrap shortly, and we have a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. Final week of the regular season, and when you lose this late, you put it in the committee's hands, and that can be dangerous. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the ground, it's Henderson. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got it. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Left side, it's Gilbert. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Carr from the gun on third down. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking for the edge. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Williams. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run the screen. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it's the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Here's Carr to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This time he's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
4th down, Carr. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Right side, it's Campbell. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Irish use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's McCown. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just...
Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
With the lead late in the game, this defense right now knows that the opponent's going to be throwing the football. They're doing a nice job mixing up their coverages, but also changing their personnel, sometimes putting extra DBs on the field. That time, deep shot, 2 guys go up, nobody comes down with it. The defense wins again.
Out wide right, it's Gilbert. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to...
Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Carr. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll move the tight end. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
From the gun on third down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Carr to throw for it on fourth. And here's the third interception of the night. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Coming out with it, it's Barres. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Look out! Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit, because normally I would tell you, well, the number one team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like, in the committee's eyes, we always see, like, a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like, this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.